Welcome to a short tutorial about the Desmos Activity Builder. When you log into teacher.desmos.com to create an activity, you can come down to your custom activities and click on Create with Activity Builder. Add a title, something that could be edited later if needed, and then we'll start building. My personal favorite feature is being able to work with the interactive graphs. Sometimes, though, for the first screen, it helps to add an introductory title. You can add any images, you can add notes, you can add a welcome image, you can add a prompt. There are lots of things to add here. For example, I'm going to add a graph. I'm going to have a note for students. You can add a title or a shorter description up here if you would like. If you add a note, students will not be able to interact with the graph. If you want students to be able to interact with the graph, you want to have just a graph on the screen. You can add any notes inside the graphing calculator, just like you would a regular Desmos calculator. Then we're going to add a new screen. If you'd like students to discuss what they noticed on the graph, this is where you can have them. You can add a graph and note that you want to copy the previous sketch, and this will take whatever the student does to the graph. This will copy that previous graph of the students. Then you can add an input, a question, and have students input an answer. Students will be able to then input their answer in an input box. If at any time you'd like to preview what the students can do, you can click on Preview, and it will show you all of your current screens. If you want to have more than one question and be able to distinguish the answers separately, you can duplicate any screen by right-clicking, clicking on the dots, and then having them duplicate, and then you can make any adjustments that you would need. Students can also input equations by clicking if you have them answer here. This gives them an editor similar to what they use in the Desmos calculator, or they can input just text. Another fun thing that students can do is to sketch and then describe. We're going to add a sketch, a note, and an input. And then students could type an answer in the box. If you'd like to preview how they could sketch, again, click on Preview. Students can then sketch, or you can preview how they can sketch, how they can erase, and how they can delete answers or redo. And then they'd be able to type into the box. On any screen, you can also add tips for teachers, or maybe a tip for yourself. And you can add tips on any of those. Details in your activity, maybe something, especially if you'd like to be able to share it with other teachers. This is where you can add those extra details and also help you remember what this activity might be about. You can decide whether or not you make your activity public. And when you think you're done, you can click Done. You'll still be able to edit your activity and edit the screens as needed. And you can also change any of the settings that you would need. When you're ready to use it with the class, you'll start a new session. You can either copy and paste and publish this link for students to use. If you right-click and copy this link, it'll pull the code in with it. Or you can display the screen and have students go to student.desmos.com and enter the class code. At that point, you'll be able to see what students are doing after they log in. Thanks for watching.